Do I look like a glam Elsa? Because that is how I'm feeling. Feeling like I'm about to go out and let things go. The cold didn't bother me anyway, even though it actually low-key does because it is 5 inches of snow out there and I cannot go out my house. So yes, it does bother me. Yes, it does bother me. Hello and welcome to my channel. We are doing part 2 of the heavy metals. What is it? Brooke, get yourself together. This is part 2 of the Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette, but we are going into the cool toned side of this palette, which is very ironic considering I was snowed in today. Hooray! Thank you, English weather! If you haven't seen part 1 of this video, then please make sure you go and check that out so you get a all-rounded view of this palette, as I'm only going to be using one half in this video, and that is the cool tones, like I said. I've done kind of like an ombre blue cut crease with an eyeliner. Woo, 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 woo. I cannot remember the last time I actually used eyeliner in a tutorial, so I thought, do you know what, today's going to be the day, and I'm loving it. I was nervous because you know what eyeliner can be like, it can test you. So if you would like to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. But before we get into this video, you know what I'm going to say. Have you subscribed? Like, I'm listening, I'm waiting for your excuses. Come on, tell me. Come on, help a girl out and press the subscribe button so you do not miss any of my other makeup tutorials. Press the like button because it don't cost anything. It's free. It is absolutely nil point free. I don't know what nil point means. I think it means zero something. Now we have got that issue out the way, we're going to move past it. We're going to let the water flow under the bridge and then walk over the bridge and get into this tutorial. Am I talking rubbish? Probably. But we are getting into the tutorial. Wait, just 1 minute. Let me explain what my face is about and then you can judge, because I feel like you're judging me prematurely right now. If you watched my last video, I did explain in that I was a bit nervous about this video because I don't use cool tones very often. I do love using them, but as I don't use them regularly, I don't know, I just get a bit nervous. I decided to do one eye so I can kind of see what I'm doing and then go through this eye with you, and hopefully it matches and goes perfectly. But first I'm gonna go through the swatches. If you hear this really annoying noise, that's because on this jumper I have a zip that goes all the way down, and I didn't think it was a real zip, but let me look, it's like an actual zip. It's an actual zip. Oh, that was cold. I have a little zip thing on my wrist and I talk with my hands a lot, so if you hear jingling, that's me. I'm sorry if it's annoying. So let's go over the swatches. We have Twisted. This is a really bright yellow gold and brighter than any of the ones on the warm tone side. So it's brighter than any of them. That is next to Mullet, which is this green colour, and them together swatched look stunning. I didn't want to use them together today because one, the gold is more warm tones, and also a look will be coming up on my channel very soon using similar shades. Then we have Metalhead, and I really like the purples in this palette. The next shade is also a purple, and this is called Spandex, and this, when I saw this shadow, the first look that came into my head was like a really dark black with purple reflect smoky eye, and I'm living for that in my head. We have Ground, which is a metallic black, and again I thought of a smoky eye with this look would look incredible. Aluminium. Why does it feel like how I say it is weird? Like aluminium. Aluminium. I don't know, but it's this really gorgeous, and it's like a gunmetal colour. It's like a dark grey metallic. So, and again, this side swatched beautifully. The only thing though, I feel like they're not all the same formula, because some of them are really, really creamy and some of them are quite dry. So after that we have Dive, and that's a blue. It's just a really rich, cool toned blue. blues are cool toned, aren't they? But it is gorgeous, don't get me wrong. It didn't stand out to me that much. Whereas punk rock really did. But I feel like this is more leading towards warm tones, and I specifically wanted to use cool tones in this video because I don't feel like I do often. I don't want it to end up me going, oh, I'm going to do a video using cool tones, and then I end up going to like these really warm purples and you're like, hang on a minute. Then we have AMP. This is, oh my gosh, I love turquoise. I love turquoise. I think that's probably because I love greens, so it's kind of in that genre type thing. This swatched amazing, and when I was thinking what can I use today, this was one of the main colours that I wanted to use. Then we have Glam Rock, which is this very bright silver metallic. So there are all the shades. I feel like I'm talking really fast today. If I am, I'm really sorry. I'll try and slow it down. Basically, let's get on with the makeup look. So we are in, and I feel like every time I say this step, I am repeating myself constantly. So I feel like I should maybe change this step up, but I just love how it works for me. And this is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer as an eyeshadow base, and I've got it on my finger. I'm just going to tap it over my lid. Then I have my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I'm just going to spray that. I'm going to spray it with my e.l.f. Cosmetics Makeup Mist and Set. To set that eyeshadow palette, to set my eyeshadow base, I've just got a kind of like a nude shade. That is, I went into my Urban Decay Electric palette. This isn't sponsored, I just love Urban Decay eyeshadow palettes. But I'm going to go in with the shade Gonzo, which is this blue right here. I've got that on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to use this as my transition shade. My transition. Can I speak today? No, I can't. My transition shade. Now I'm going to go into my Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. There's a really nice dark matte blue in here. This blue here called Minx. I now have a smaller fluffy brush, and this is the MAC 217 brush, and I'm just going to put that into that shade and put that dark blue into the crease, but have it more concentrated to contour the eye. So now I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush that I used originally. I've put no extra product on it, it's just still got a little bit on it from the last time we used it, and I'm going to go over that shade and just kind of blend them in together. Make sure there's no harsh lines either. Now I'm going to do a cut crease. The shape is going to be slightly different. First of all, I have got a flat eyeshadow brush, and I've put that into my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm just carving out the crease. Normally I would open up the inner corner of the eye, but this time I've kept it quite true to my lid and has brought it in really thin when it comes to the inner corner of my eye. But then I've done the opposite to the other side of my eye on the outer corner and tried to bring it out more straight instead of going in thin again to make a circle. Once I put that concealer down and got the shape I wanted, I've got my mini beauty sponge by Real Techniques, and I've sprayed it with setting spray like I did earlier. I'm just going to tap over where I've put the concealer, and it will just get rid of the excess and kind of push the concealer into the skin more, so it is more seamless and not sticky. Once I've done that, I'm going to get the eyeshadow that I used earlier to set my eye primer, and now I'm just going to set the concealer that I've put down. Now it is time to get into the Heavy Metals palette, the reason why we're here, and the first shade I'm going to use is AMP. What is that kind of turquoisey blue shade? But again, like the previous video, I'm going to be using my fixing gel. So I've just decanted some of that gel onto a surface, just tapped the applicator into it. So I already have some gel on the end of this, and I'm just going to put that in the middle of the crease that we have just made. Do not worry if this kind of moves the shadow underneath it, because it's going to be covered anyway. But I've just put that on there. I'm going to leave it there for a few seconds because I don't want it to be completely wet. I want it to just be tacky when I put the shadow on. Otherwise, if it's wet, nothing's really going to stick to it. Now I have a flat eyeshadow brush. I'm putting that into AMP, and this shadow is not as creamy as the others. This is quite a dry shadow, so I have to really put my brush in it to get a lot of the shadow on. And I'm just going to tap over where I've put that gel. I'm not going to rub this in any way, we're just going to tap over where we've put the gel. We're going to bring that as tight to the line of the cut crease as we can. Now I'm just going to put some gel on the outer corner of that cut crease. Then I'm going to get my eyeshadow brush and put that into Dive. That's that other blue metallic shade. So I'm going to put Dive on the outer corner. And again, try and get it as tight to that line where the concealer is as possible. In between colours, I don't want there to be a dead line. So what I am doing is kind of running the colours over each other a bit so they kind of merge and blend together. Now I'm going to do the inner corner. Again, I'll just tap some gel in there. Let it go a bit tacky. And then the colour that I'm going to put on the inner corner is called Glam Rock. And that is that silver metallic-y colour. And voila! I have a really tiny brush, if you can see here. And I'm going to put that into Minx, that really dark blue matte shade from the Full Spectrum palette. And I'm just going to go over in the line of the crease and make it a lot darker along that line. Now I have kind of quite a solid line. So what I'm going to do now is try and like bring that up a little bit and just kind of blend it into that blue we have above it. So now we've done the eyeshadows, I'm going to do my eyeliner, and I'm using the Inklot Gel Liner in 77, but it's just a black one, and then the Inklot brush in 30T, and I'm just going to create a winged eyeliner. Now I've done that, if you see, I have a bit of shadow below where I've put the wing, and also my wing doesn't come quite to a sharp point how I'd like it. So I've got a makeup wipe here that I've been using. I'm just going to clean up underneath my wing. I'm really happy with how the liner turned out today, considering I don't normally put eyeliner on. So now I'm going to wipe my face with a clean makeup wipe and then do my foundation and eyebrows. Like in part 1 of this video, I'm not going to film that with you because this video will be crazy long, but I do have a foundation routine video that is up on my channel already. I will link it here. It will swipe across, so you can click on that, or you can click on my channel, go on my videos, and you will see it right there. So if you want, go and watch that video. Once you've done your foundation, come back here and then we can carry on with this look. So now I've done my foundation and my eyebrows, I'm going to put some mascara on, and I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara, and I've got this in my advent calendar. Christmas just gone, so I've only got a little version of it, but I have not tried it yet, so I'm going to use it in this video. That is a really good mascara. It's made my eyelashes look really long. Before I put mascara on my bottom lashes, I'm going to go into that dark blue called Minx that we used earlier and only put the tiniest bit through my lash line. So I don't want it to look like I have a lot down there, because I think what we've got going on at the moment is quite cute, but I just want it to be that kind of makes my eyelashes look a bit fuller at the same time. So now I can put the mascara on my bottom lashes. Lashes time! I'm going to be using my Urban Decay eyelashes in Tricked. I don't know if these lashes are too much, but I'm kind of loving them. I'm going to keep them on. I am super happy with how this eye makeup has turned out, like crazy happy. Now it's time for my lips. I'm going to line, whoa, come back, come back, come back. Hello, I'm in. So I'm going to line my lips with, this is the Urban Decay lip liner. Ooh, it's the Urban Decay lip liner in Ex-Girlfriend, and this was part of the Gwen Stefani collaboration. I've lined my lips and I've done this like line in the middle because, to be honest, I've seen so many people do it and I don't know what it does. Apparently it's like some lip contouring where you do lines and stuff to make them look fuller. I don't know, I've never actually tried it myself, so I'm going to try it today. And for lipstick, I'm going to be using the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Perla. Is this an Australian brand? Because every time I say it I feel Australian. This is basically the same colour as my natural lips. We have now concluded the tutorials on this palette, and I am, I'm just in love. I'm in love with it. I'm so happy with how this look turned out because I was really worried about it. And I'm also happy that I did. I really hope you like this makeup look because I'm loving it. Let me know if you liked how I split this video up, because sometimes I do look at a palette and think, oh, I have like 3 looks that I could do on this palette, but putting it into one video would just be crazy long. So if you did want me to get a palette or a makeup product and then kind of do a series on them, so maybe 3 videos that week on me using that product in different ways, then please let me know, because I would love to do that. If you liked this makeup look or just this video in general, then please press the like button down below and also the subscribe button so you don't miss my next video that will be coming very, very soon. I'm really excited about my next video, so make sure you do not miss it. So press the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it, because that is the easiest way to know when I upload. Also follow all my social medias, because I do post on there when I have a new video up. All my social medias are linked in the description down below, as well as all the camera equipment and lighting I use. I also link that in the description down below, as well as obviously the products I've used. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.